Hey guys, what's up? Blinksy here. Just touching back after just a week break. I was on a vacation, but we are back grinding once again. I'm just gonna be doing a build video for kind of what I've been using so far in week 2 of Once Human. So we're still using the build that we were using in the previous videos with all the farms and stuff. However, we have made some changes. So I'm still using my main DPS weapon is the MPS-7 Outer Space. This is the legendary MP7. You can get it out of the Wish Machine for AK Starcrum. My opinion, I've seen a lot of builds, I've seen a lot of damage from other builds and stuff like that, but this one just feels super solid. From changes from the last video, I believe last time we were running 3-piece, heavy duty. We were still running the Mayfly goggles. I forget what else I was running. I think I was running 2-piece like scout or something. Anyways, what we're doing right now. So we've added 3-piece renegade. So we get reload speed, weak spot damage, hitting the same enemy consecutively. Grants 1 stack of archer's focus, increasing weak spot damage by 4% up to 10 stacks. Archer's focus stacks are halved when the target is changed. So this is pretty much just like a boss shredding set. As long as you are focusing the same target or the same target, it's going to just stack up more damage and more weak spot damage, so you're just going to be doing more damage output. For the mods, I managed to get this mod, Deviation Expert, and I've just been kind of messing around with it. Since I'm using an SMG, there's not really range with it as is, so most of your targets are already in front of you. So we've taken the Deviation Expert, which is negative 25% range, but fire rate plus 10, status damage plus 16. Since I've put on this mod, it's actually been a lot of fun with the fire rate, and then just the more damage. I'm probably gonna farm more mods and try to get a better one, but this is the goggles mod that we've been using. For my Renegade stuff, I'm just running same as last video with Thunderclap. However, I did farm a better mod here. So we got status damage, weapon damage, damage to elite enemies, and then damage to great ones. And we fully calibrated this one since it's pretty solid. For the chest, I am trying to farm this currently, just get a better one. I don't really have other mods that are kind of useful at the moment. So we're still trying to farm just a better version of this mod, so we're just using this for now. For the heavy duty pants, we got this mod when the magazine is empty, status damage is 8% for 12 seconds up to 3 stacks. Since I'm using an SMG and there's not really a lot of ammo in the mag, and it's a high fire rate, I feel like this mod is really well used. The boots, again, we're just running status. We're going to farm better versions of these mods, but pretty much if you don't have any of these mods that I've shown here, just run status damage. They're super easy to get. If you just do your silo like run throughs once, I'm sure you have a couple of these mods anyways, so you can just run that for now. For the gloves, we got elemental overload, elemental damage, blaze, frost, shock, blast by 18%. Again, the status damage reduction is a PvP stat, so it's not really helpful here, so we're probably gonna have to farm another. And I only really upgraded this a couple times. For my secondary, I'm running the DE50 Wildfire, and I've also switched the calibration, so it's precision style. So attack plus 25, range plus 40, fire rate negative 10. Again, it's a deal. You don't really need fire rate, so if you're doing more damage and you're getting more range, it's pretty well done. And then if I were to calibrate, which I just haven't fully done this yet, I've kind of just been waiting, but I'd get crit rate 5% and then crit rate 8%. There are other precision types. So the way that you could switch these is you'll pick up these Chinese character or Mandarin character guns, and what you can do when you go to a assembly bench is you could scrap these, and then you'll get this calibration. So you get heavy style, magazine capacity, reload speed. So there's multiple different versions of this. So again, this is the one that I took off of. I've had multiple mementos, so I've scrapped these, but I took it off this memento. This one gives weak spot. Or sorry, maybe it was a different one. Same premise though. So you just scrap the gun and you'll get the calibration, and you'll practically take the calibration bonuses from the guns you could put into this. If you're going for the D50, I assume you just want weak spot damage, so I might swap this one out. Again, for the gun, the MP7 is really good. A lot of people seem to be kind of like focusing on just getting these guns and being like, I don't have a gun to use, whatever. The Scar is good. The Scar is, I'm pretty sure, free just by doing the story. So literally, if you don't have this or you don't have the credits for this, run the Scar. The Scar is nasty. Again, it's the same build, it's the exact same stuff, so whatever I've used in my build, if you have those gear pieces but you just don't have the MP7, use the Scar. The Scar is solid. Last beta, like I think in May I was using the Scar the whole time because I was locked out of getting a gun, but the Scar still does great damage. Like, so if you have the Scar and you're not using it, use it. Most of this stuff is all obtained, other than the Renegade, just by doing the rifts. So you'll have the heavy duty pants, you'll have the Mayfly goggles, you'll have what else? Like, you'll have all these just by doing the rifts. So you can definitely make a build with what you have. You don't have to fully rely on Starcrum in order to get a good start. And also, what I've been doing with my Starcrum, I mean, I'm gambling now, but before I was just focusing on getting, say, I focused on getting this gun and saved it. I didn't gamble because gambling is obviously RNG, so you might be locked out. But if you do have Starcrum and you're wondering what to do with it, just buy either the gun that you want to run. The MP7 is really good, so if you want that, get it. Or buy gear pieces. Like, I'm pretty sure I just bought this, and I bought the gloves as well. So I got the jacket and gloves, and then I think I won this just out of a spin in the arcade. Now for your melee weapon, always have a stun baton on you, and always have a torch on you. For most of the silos or dungeons, there's mini bosses or like mini hidden rooms, and sometimes it'll be gated by either the vines, so you'll use the torch to burn the vines, or if you have Molotovs, you can use those as well. Or there's another silo, I forget the name of it, but there is a silo that requires you to do shock damage. So having a stun baton on you will just let you obviously do the side boss and get that part done. For other like melees, like these are just picked up, so I don't really mess with them. I never use a melee unless if you're enjoying like the melee combat, then obviously figure out a better build. But my two go-tos always is just the stun baton and the torch, and I just swap between the two. And I don't calibrate these, I don't use them. Now, just to show the pure amount of damage that this stuff does, like this gun, in most cases, if I have bullseye up from the deagle and obviously hit like a couple times, I'm one magging most of these silo bosses. Like first initial damage, yeah. But when these have bullseye, there's some lag, so it's not really doing it justice. But like, the amount of damage that this combo does is insane. Like, most people are having to like dump a whole mag to kill these things. I'm at 52, 47. I'm not gonna do quick math because I suck at quick math, but the amount of pure damage that you just do in an instant with having status mods, some of the legendary mods, like this stuff just goes down so quick. Again, I've already like ran through yours, so I'm not getting any of the sword stuff. But we'll just run and do this side boss right here. Right now we're just farming mods. I wouldn't go crazy with calibrating your guns. In the coming weeks, you're gonna get better stuff. So if you're a little behind, you're like, do I calibrate? Do I not? Personally, I would get your gun to at least like, if you have a main gun, obviously calibrate that to 10 for now. It's not that big of a deal. But for like your mods and stuff, your mods are gonna get replaced I wouldn't go crazy with like enhancing them unless you know they're like really good rolls. So we have bullseye up. Like, look, it's practically a mag to kill these things. Get your mods, get your stuff. And even this boss, like, I've literally, the next one in the end, I've literally one mag this. Just with having the bullseye, focusing the weak points. Something I am working towards is getting more crit. Because if you have more crit, that's more power surge, I guess, procs. So you'd be doing more damage, thus shredding even faster. Right now I kind of have like just a mix and match of like weapon damage and stuff, but it's not really weapon damage you need, it's just the status damage and the crit damage. So we just run through here. This is my favorite part. Dodge the... I don't even know what these things are called. But dodge these. Or sometimes you don't. There's a ladder there, so if you fall. But you just come into this room. I like to position myself right here so I can at least see the boss. Bullseye's up. Boss is already half. First mag. 2 mags. 2 mags, and that is it. And we'll just see the damage breakdown. One, I didn't kill everything in here. Just ran through, and you're doing like 356 KDPS. Now, just showing, I'm going to go over to my base, because I do have a dummy. I'm just going to show the DPS breakdown from just, I'll use 3 mags of the MP7. Just spraying the heads to like weak spots. I don't think bullseye works on here, so I'm just going to use the MP7 raw. So we'll just go right here. 80k the first mag. 170 the second. Nearly 300k. 3 mags. Now I'm going to try with bullseye just for fun. I'll do a mag just to see if it's procced. Pretty sure it does work. Same thing, 3 mags. 361. I know I did actually forget, so this is pretty late. But just the mods that I'm running. So I'm running the flash hider. You can run whatever you feel comfortable with. Again, this doesn't really add to DPS. It's kind of just, do you want more stability? Do you want more accuracy? I'm using the laser sight, the compact reflex sight, the flash hider, and the amended SMG mag. I don't really need this one because of the calibration perk that I have on here with the extra mag. So I don't need this. I've kind of just been running. You could run just reload speed instead of accuracy. Just so you're doing more damage quicker. But yeah, guys. Hopefully you enjoy. That is going to be my MP7 power surge build.